Okay. All right, here I am. Let me just fix myself up here. I'm gonna call everyone from everywhere. All right? Give me a second. Bear with me. Give me some patience, a bit of patience. Okay. Come to Instagram. This has done my head, people. Okay. Because I'm doing it through the phone, Kimberly, my beautiful sister, do me a favor and post on the Telegram chat for everyone to come to Instagram Live. Okay? Now, it's a bit disorientating for me. Obviously, I don't need my mic anymore. I can put that aside. And that's the way it is. Okay, hello. Hello, everyone. Clear as crystal. Yeah, I tried to do it through my computer, but it doesn't work through the computer, the Instagram Live. I don't know how to do it. It's too much for me. I'm used to just sit in my sacred space and just have a ball. But now, I need to know all these things. So bear with me 1 second. I'm just trying to see. I need to buy a stand for this phone. Okay. Oh, I got it. Improvisation in the nation. There we go. All right, hands free, baby. Hello, Ryan, Josh, Kimberly. Instagram Live doesn't work on computer. I don't know what's happening. I think many people are on the internet at the moment, so everything was so slow. Thank you, guys. Hello, everyone. I'm happy to see your names. I'm gonna try and look. We're an hour and a half delay now, so I'm gonna try keep on talking while I'm seeing your messages in front of me. Hello, Sarah, beautiful Sarah. But yeah, if I'm gonna keep on replying to all of you, I'm not gonna talk about things that I want to talk to you about. And hello, Ryan. All right, awesome, cool, fantastic. So we'll give maybe another minute. I need a breath. I was supposed to go live an hour and a half ago. Genius? I don't know if I'm a genius. I'm just doing my best. It's been a bit crazy. But the fun thing is that you can see the cool light above my head. You never manage to see it. There's like this Merkaba. The Star of David is above my head. Yeah. Okay, let's talk about it. All right. The moon, our beautiful goddess moon. Yeah, let's all take a breath. 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's talk. So, hello, Steph. Hello, Paula. Thank you guys for the love. MJ, you made it, beautiful sister. Um, so, all day long I was walking today in the garden, finished building my veggie garden, and I was reflecting on this live stream, and I was like, Ami, don't be surprised if you're gonna sit there and you're gonna get into it and nothing is gonna work. I was expecting it because the moon right now is closing in on Uranus. So it will happen exactly at 4 a.m. and 7 minutes tonight, where the moon is gonna join Uranus in Taurus. Now, the moon is the goddess. Hello, everyone who's waving. I'm gonna keep on talking, but I'm seeing your waves, loving you. Trish, hello, everyone. Wade, beautiful brother. So, the goddess moon, the emotions, the feelings, our values. She's kind of traveling in Taurus now, and at 4 a.m. and 7 minutes, she's going to meet together with Uranus. Uranus is electricity, want to break free, wants to rebel. I had enough, itchy, nervous system. I need to reinvent myself. I don't know what to do. Sudden unexpected things happening to you. So, this is a classic thing because here I am sitting cool, calm, collected, got my tea, I've got everything ready, and then all this kind of nothing worked. Absolutely nothing worked. But let me just close. I didn't close the YouTube yet and the live stream yet. So I was trying to live stream, but the YouTube streaming is just so bad. It was absolutely terrible. So I'm gonna load this. I don't know how, but I'm gonna load this later. Okay, so Michelle Maroki sent me. I don't know what is going on there, but I'm just gonna keep on doing. So I wanted to talk to you about a lot of things. Okay, there's a lot going on, and I want to prepare you because many of our community today on the Telegram chat were expressing some unexpected events, some rage, some almost like a teenager need to rebel and that's this Uranus, that's this moon coming into Uranus. So that's happening tonight at 4 a.m., which means we are under the effect of it now. We will be under the effect of it tomorrow. Do yourself a big favor. Be the wiser person, the bigger person. Do not react. Just take a deep breath. Don't trigger an inflamed situation. Just walk away from any inflammation. Walk away from anything that's kind of bubbling and feels like it's gonna burst and blow up any moment. Walk away from it, because emotions with Uranus, I told the community today, it's like playing with electricity while your feet are inside the water. Very dangerous. You can die in a moment, unexpected. You might think you know what you're doing because you've been an electrician, but suddenly you didn't notice. It's bzzt, see you later, next incarnation. So that's tonight. Now, last week we went into retrograde season. Yeah, the last couple of days, emotions for sure. The last week we had a big massive weeks of all the wheels were suddenly being turned backwards. Okay, and so we had Saturn, Pluto, Jupiter, and Venus all went retrograde within a few days. Now, Venus, let's start with Venus. Last time Venus retrograded in Gemini was in May, June of 2012. So I gave the community the tip to kind of reflect a bit. What happened to you May, June, middle of 2012 in regards to your job, to your projects, to your direction, to your relationships, to your values? And you will find a correlating echo essence that is coming in now. So Venus is going to retrograde until the 26th of June, okay? Now, Venus retrograde is a cool story. It is basically the biblical saying of the 40 days and 40 nights. Venus basically is sinking below the horizon. We won't see her. She's going into the underworld, into the cave, into the inwards. She will be there for 40 days and 40 nights. Until now, Venus was the evening star. Now, after these 40 days, 40 nights, she will become the morning star. So we are now going into this underworld. People are sending me requests to be on my live video. I don't know what it means. I'm sorry. I don't know what it means. Gypsy and the Wolf, Ballarat Danceford is in the house. Awesome. So hello everyone. So we've got until the 26th of June with Venus retrograde in Gemini. Once again, last time was May, June 2012. Reflect how it affected you back then and see how it correlates to now. Pluto, Jupiter, Saturn. They have started 2020 with the big gong on the first 2 weeks of January, when we had the conjunction of Pluto and Saturn. Okay, thank you, Kimberly. Hey, we don't know everything. I don't know everything. I only know a bit. What I know, I share with you. What I don't know, I tell you I don't know. So, the fact that Pluto met Saturn in January, just reflect for a moment what happened since then in the world. January, February. Okay, thank you, Sarah. Cool. Awesome. Thank you for helping. What a beautiful community we are. Helping one another. Humble enough to be honest, to be transparent. And that's how it should be. I want to get to the bottom line. the fact that Pluto, Saturn, and Jupiter are retrograding now, it means that things are not gonna go forward as much as we want them to go. Things are actually going backwards to be readjusted, reflected, rethought, redefined. Now, this is quite yucky because think that it was like you were in this muddy puddle and you finally managed to get out of the mud, sinking sand. You were in this sinking sand. Finally, someone came and rescued you with a stick. You got out of the sinking sand, but you look back and you see that your wallet is on the sand and starting to go in. Now you have to have that wallet. So you're going back into the quicksand, knowing that it's not going to be a pleasant experience. You might die, you might sink, you might this, but you have to rescue the wallet. That's this retrograde season. Now, Pluto and Jupiter and Saturn are all going to retrograde to very close to the same degrees that there was this big conjunction in January. Okay? Which means that whatever happened to us from January, February, March, big things happen to us, yeah? We don't need to speak about what happened. Hola, hermano, Stefan. We don't need to speak about what happened. We all know what happened. We all know what's going on. There is many things going on. We're not going to waste time. But what I want to tell you about it is that we are going back there to what happened. So, in other words, the gong hit in January. It killed. Everyone went into deep journey. Now retrograde, they're coming back again. So do not try to push things forward because you might find yourself with frustration, irritation. You're gonna miss the whole point. It's not that you don't need to push projects forward and stuff, but don't push against the stream. Okay, just the metaphor for this time I gave it last live stream. We're in this massive river. It's a very strong river and you cannot resist the current. You can just keep your head above the water, look around you, who is with you, who is your beloveds who are around you, who could you rely on, who are you relying on, who is relying on you, who can you trust, who is trusting you. Just know we are in this together and just go into it. Okay? So that's about that. So tonight Venus is gonna meet Uranus. At the same time, they're gonna also align with Mars. So lately I don't have many good news to give you. And it's because 2020 is not an easy year. 2020 is gonna be a massive year. It's already massive, but it's gonna be even more massive. And so we just need to buckle up your seatbelts and just get your courage in and get your power into your center with trust in the journey. And just like this coming month, this new moon in Gemini is happening on Friday night, Saturday early morning, Friday night, 3:38 a.m. on the night between Friday and Saturday. The fact that we're going into Gemini by itself is the trickster, is the double mind. One moment you think that, the other moment you think that. It's that Mercury is trade, it's commerce, it's communication, it's expression, it is internet, it is computers, it is technology, it is the roads, it is all these things, okay? So that kind of gives us already an idea that the month ahead is going to be mental, a lot of mental and a lot of communication, for good and for bad. All of us are in a place that we don't know what's going to be. Most of us. Some of us know. But some of us are lucky enough to know what they're doing. But most of us don't know what's going to happen. Even prime ministers don't know what's going to happen. They're just trying. And so, in this coming new moon on Friday night, as we're leading into it, we're having the sun, actually the sun tonight, when is it happening? at 11:49 p.m. tonight. So that's in 3 hours from now, 3 hours and 15 minutes, the sun will go into Gemini. So we are now in the final moments of Taurus season. Hello to you from the Taurian army. The last month has been a journey of finding our values. What do we value? Where is our pleasures? What are we going to do with our money? Taurus all these last 4 weeks was around our money, finance, values, pleasures, our sexuality, our sensuality, our physical body, our physical health. So this is now, that's it. Done. We've realized something comes up. Now we're going into the configuration. How are we going to do it? Let's think about it. Let's process it. Let's redefine it. So reminding you all, a new moon is new intentions, a new wave. Thank you, Gypsy. Thank you, Elena. It's a new cycle begins on Friday night. So over the next 2 days, reflect with yourself what your intention should be in the department of Gemini essence. So Gemini, we need to communicate, to express, internet, commerce, trade. How are we going to do it? How are you going to adjust your business? How are you going to go more online? It's like this time is asking us to be more versatile. Gemini is versatile. It's kind of like, okay, I'll do that, and I'll do a bit of that, and I'll do a bit of that, and I'll do a bit of that. And if I like it, I stay, and if I don't like it, I go away. Very quick thinking, changing their mind. One day they like you, the other day they don't like you. Gemini is like the classic stock market trader. Buy, no, sell. No, buy, no, sell. No. It can be mental, it can be crazy, okay? So we spoke about the fact that Pluto, Saturn, and Jupiter and Venus are in retrograde. We are in retrograde season now until beginning of October. Yes, of course it affects Gemini even more. I'm a Taurian. I had a month that I was in my element. I did my veggie garden. I focused on my physical health. I focused on my values. What do I value? What needs to change? What do I don't value anymore? Now that we go into Gemini, I was like, okay, now that I got what I got from the Taurus season, let's wrap it up from the beginning. We went into lockdown on the new moon in Aries. That means that right now we are exactly 8 weeks from lockdown. So this year, Aries is the first star sign of the astrological circle. And so the astrological year have started with Aries, which set the tone in a lockdown. You can't do what you want, even if you really want it. You have to obey. So the self felt restricted. Yeah. Then we went into Taurus. Okay, so what am I doing with that? Now I know that this is going to be pretty much the tone of this year. How am I going to make my money? How am I going to satisfy my needs? What do I value? What do I don't value? What about my relationships? What about my sexuality? What about my sensuality? What about my pleasures? How can I get my pleasures? So that was the last month. Now we're going into Gemini, and it's the processing, the thinking, the observing, writing down your business plan, your business idea, getting your business online, creating a new website, creating a new service. Until now you were a yoga teacher, and you've done well, you shifted into online, you generate some income, but maybe it's not enough, maybe you need something else. So this year is gonna demand from all of us to be multitasking. We can't rely on the same stream of income we had before. We have to improvise. Hello, brother. And so, here I am. I can't do what I used to do. I'll be sitting Wednesday night. I'll be sitting right now in a sound healing journey in our sacred space. Last night I parked in front of the space and I just sat there and I just looked at it with nostalgia. It's like, wow. It's like 2 months have passed, And so relationship is a big topic. It was a big energy over the last week over relationships. The last week have supported many breakups and many breakthroughs. So as I said at the beginning of this stream, with the moon coming together with Uranus tonight, be very, very, very cautious, because it's like a pressure cooker. And if you don't seal the pressure cooker properly, you don't want to do that. Be the smart person, walk away. So, you know, this month, as we go into Gemini, I expect a lot of volatility in stock markets to continue, in the financial, in the commerce, in the business. And, you know, what can we do? Universe is now slowing us down. Universe is basically guiding us to say, you went into lockdown, okay, cool, good on you, life-changing, good on you. Now you need to rethink and reprocess your life. And so that's kind of the guideline of this coming month, especially the next 10 days. There's going to be a lot of mental activities. Now let's talk about a very important aspect. Neptune, all this month of May, is squaring Venus. Venus is the lower octave of Neptune. Venus is earthy love, Neptune is divine love. Venus is the physical pleasures, the physical connection. Neptune is the divine connection, unconditional love. So usually it's pretty harmonious, right? But they're squaring. Square is a bit of tension. And usually they will square for a day or two. But now they have been squaring all of May, because Venus slowed down to go retrograde exactly where Neptune is. So Neptune is on the 20 degrees of Pisces, and Venus is on the 20 degrees of Gemini. Venus in Gemini, it's already a bit confusing, because she doesn't know. We don't know what to think. We don't know what to make out of this. We're very confused. We're processing a lot of information. We're processing a lot of triggers. We're processing our relationships. We're processing our income, our money, our businesses. We're processing our health. We don't know what to do. We know to a certain degree, but most of us have no idea what's going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen with my sacred space. I don't know if I'm capable of keep on doing that under these conditions. No one knows. You know, everyone's trying to improvise to come up with solutions, but we don't know. So here I am online, because I have to. I had to adjust. So Venus in Gemini is already mental. She's thinking about what she value, her relationships, her love, her money, income. But the fact that she's squaring Neptune, this brings a lot of confusion, because Neptune in his positive light is the dream, it's miracles, it's mystical, it's connection to spirit, connection to the divine, connection to unconditional love, which that is the medicine of this time. Because on the earthy plane with Venus in Gemini, we don't know if we are connected. We don't know if we are feeling the love. We don't know what we are feeling. We don't know basically what do we value anymore. We are thinking about it all, but we don't necessarily know. So, you know, this square say, like, if you would try to understand and to figure out what is going on, you're gonna go nuts, and you're gonna delusion yourself. That's the shadow of Neptune. Delusions, deceptions, illusions, basically escapism, drinking alcohol, drugs, you know, all these things, whatever you want to do just to escape. You can create a fantasy in your head that you're falling in love with this YouTuber or with this Instagram live person, but you don't even know them. And once you meet with them for a cup of coffee, you go like, what was I thinking, right? So Neptune is squaring Venus exactly on this new moon. So I want to build it up for you now. New moon in Gemini, mental. As it's a new moon in Gemini, the sun and the moon are on the 2nd degree of Gemini. Okay? Together there. At the same time, Venus in Gemini is together conjunction with Mercury, the ruler of Gemini, in Gemini, on the same place. And they are squaring Neptune in Pisces at the same time. What else is happening there? Mars, the warrior, is also in Pisces. Now Mars is like, I know what I want to do, I know where I'm going, it's time for me to take action, I'm going, see you later. But when Mars comes to Pisces, he had a bit of drugs in his tea. Someone put a bit of drugs in his tea. And so he was like, what did I want it to do? I'm not quite sure that I really want to do it anymore. I don't know if it's right for me. I thought it's right for me, but I don't know if it's right for me. So the warrior, the masculine, is a bit confused in Pisces. He thought he know where he wants to go. He thought he know what he wants to do, but he doesn't know anymore. I thought that if I'll take this path, I'll get somewhere, but I'm kind of lost now. What am I going to do now? So confusion. Neptune Pisces with Venus and Mercury, confusion, delusions, deceptions. Now Mercury rules Gemini. Okay, so the fact that we're starting Gemini season with a new moon in Gemini and Mercury together with Venus in Gemini, boom. This means that this month is going to bring a lot of processing, a lot of configuring. Okay, now what else I wanted to tell you is that Gemini is also a mutable sign. So we've got the Sun, the Moon, Mercury, Venus, and the North Node of the Moon as well in Gemini. So there's a lot of mental activity, okay? What else? As we go to the week ahead, Mercury is going to travel there from the 20 degree. He's going to get to the 24, align with Pluto. 27, align with Jupiter. And then when he's going to get to the 29, he's going to be with the North Node of the Moon for the first time in Gemini. So from now, the 20th of May, until the 29th, 27, 28, it's going to be very confusing, okay? My recommendation to you is what I recommend myself. I don't try to make sense too much of everything. I'm not trying to get a clear answer or a clear guidance or a clear direction right now. I don't. There's no way. Too much is mutable, too much is moving, too much is confusing, too much is illusions. So what we should do in this time is to actually quiet the mind. Don't let the mind rule you. Don't let the mind guide you. Because if you act through your mind, you're acting through your ego, and you will be subjected to all these influences, and you will react, and you will say the wrong things, and you will confuse yourself, delusion yourself, and you will create bad things. Take it easy, okay? Let the way show you the way. Universe is guiding us always. We are never alone. There is always a connection that we can find between us and the divine, between us and the unconditional love. So if you are lacking of connection in your life, and if you feel alone, and I have goosebumps as I say that, if you're feeling alone, you're feeling lonely, and many people are feeling alone and lonely in these days, okay? You are not alone, because there's many more people that feels exactly like you. And whenever you feel alone, you are missing the whole point, because there is you. There is you there with you. And so connect with you, and don't worry about who doesn't connect with you. Universe is showing us the truth, okay? This is a year where a lot of truth is gonna keep on coming up. And really, if you look at the big picture, what is this time doing? We are all searching for the truth. What is the truth? Which conspiracy is the right thing? Who invented this? Pooh. We call it Pooh on my channel because we can't use that name. Who invented this poo that is going around the world and pooing everyone, right? That's right, Josh. Alone is all one. This say that say that. What's the agenda? Oh, the agenda is that, and the agenda is that. And, oh, he knows the truth. Let's follow him. No, he knows the truth. Let's follow him. It's a mess up, right? Don't overwhelm yourself. You might be reading too much. You might be watching too much. You might be looking too much. But as this week will unfold, it's going to tell you, you already know enough. Stop looking for more, because there is no end to the rabbit hole. It's going deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper, and you think you're finding the truth, but on your path with this truth, you've missed a lot on the way. So, my beautiful friends, my beautiful family, don't follow any truth, because nothing is true. Everything is just a form of truth, an essence of truth. There's some truth in it, but it's not the truth. What we know is very limited. And so let's stay humble. Just find comfort with the fact that you don't know the truth, but when you need to know the truth, you will know it. The universe will present it to you. So I want to bring you to the big picture. We are in a great reset of power, in a great reset of governance, in a great financial reset, in a great reset of physical reality. And it's not an easy process, and it's not a quick process. It's going to take a while, okay? A while, and I'm talking about a while. It's not going to end tomorrow, next month. No. 2020 is one big... We are spiraling so fast now. I don't know what about you, but one of the main things I've noticed is that time is liquid. Time is just moving in some weird way. There's almost no time, no sense of time. It's just moving and coming. The days are passing, the weeks are passing. It's kind of like, you know, all I know is I wake up in the morning, I have my chug of coffee, beautiful, protecting my immunity. I take my vitamins, especially now we're going into winter. If you believe in this poo, you don't believe in this poo, you believe that it's real or you don't believe that it's real, is it a scandemic or is it a pandemic, whatever you believe in. We're going into winter here in Australia. And no matter what you believe in, take your vitamins, build your immunity. That's the only way for you to get through this time. Make sure you're resilient, you're vital, you're essential. Chug a mushroom in your tea, in your coffee, take your vitamins, exercise, do something with your life, and you're going to be okay. But don't fool yourself, okay? Don't believe them, and don't believe them, and don't believe me, and don't believe him. Don't believe her, and don't believe her, because I don't know everything. I only know a bit, a tiny little bit. That's all I know, okay? And so what we do know is where we are now. Right now, I know that I'm here with you, talking to you, connecting with you. And so here is my connection. Here is our connection. And through this connection, through these few moments, we're gaining what we need. Okay? And so, you know, take it very easy. It's going to be a big year. And this retrograde season now, it's basically telling us, if you noticed or not, the system just broke down. We're not going back. We're moving forward to a new future. Innovation, revolution. Uranus is in Taurus until 2026. This is not ending tomorrow. You know, so it's kind of like, move on, get going. What are you doing with yourself? What are you doing with your money, people? What are you doing with your money? You need to look around. You need to do your own due diligence. You need to know where to put your money and where not to put your money. And I won't say it on this stream, but many of my community know it already. By the way, community, if you feel like supporting us, me, my family, and all that I do, please join us on our Patreon. We have a beautiful community online where we connect every day. We have our Telegram chat. Every day we hold space for each other. We share different beautiful things and sad things and happy things. We do sound healing meditation. So I will record the sound healing meditation for the new moon on Friday morning, and we'll post it on Friday evening to our community. So it's on www.patreon.com/healingdelight. You can join us there. And in Instagram bio, you can find a link with all the affiliate links. That's another way for you to support me. I've created a lot of affiliate links for you to use because I am a big supporter of cryptocurrency. I am a big believer of cryptocurrency. And I am a big believer that that is a part of the shift. You don't have to believe what I say, Because, you know, the funniest thing, the south node of the moon is now in Sagittarius. So it's asking us to change our beliefs. It's like what we used to believe is no longer the truth. And it's kind of like we're all questioning our belief. So this is the big game. We're all questioning our beliefs. We're all questioning the truth. There is a lot of messages coming through from the community of awakening through watching different movies, through reading different things. There is a great awakening, and that's what really happens. So stop being afraid. Don't be afraid. That's Pluto in Capricorn. That's Pluto and Saturn in Capricorn. That's them came together in January, and that's them now retrograding to come together one more time to make sure that no corrupted bastard will stay on top. Okay? So don't be afraid of this time, because it shakes the foundation of Babylon. It shakes the foundation of this system, of the corruption, of the greed, and it's gonna weed out all the bad weeds out of the garden so we can grow veggies and grow flowers and be happy. It is a great time of happy revolution, peaceful revolution, not like we used to say. And I don't say, revolution, follow me, we're doing a revolution. No. I'm telling you what is happening. It's not that I am guiding a revolution. I'm describing the revolution that is happening. And so connect with the people that you connect with. Find your tribe. Find your community. If it's with us, you're most welcome. If it's not with us, bless you. Find it. So you'll feel connected. So you'll have your support. So you'll have a network. So you feel that connection of belonging. That's very important for this year. And so yeah, I am not a financial advisor. Never. I am not a big knowledgeable person in finance, but I can tell you for sure, Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, Digibyte, there's a lot of opportunities out there. And, you know, do your own due diligence. Do your own research. This is a month of Mercury, of Gemini. Do your research. Do your plan. How you're going to, where you're going to put your money, where you're going to invest, where you're not going to invest. Are you going to take your super out, or are you going to leave the super in? Are you going to sell your house? Are you going to keep your house? Can you stand in the mortgage payment? What money are you getting? What money are you not getting? Because basically this retrograde season of Pluto, Saturn, Jupiter, this will end mid-September into beginning of October. Until then, we're in retrograde. So interesting enough, that will be around the time where job keeper, job seeker, government assistance, financial assistance payments to the people, to businesses will stop. You can't make it up, right? That it's happening at the same time. So for now, you're doing okay, because you got some source of income coming in from the government assistance, from all these things. But don't fall asleep, man, woman, sister, brother. You need to take care of your business. You need to take care of yourself. You need to make sure you know what you're doing. So this month, New Moon in Gemini on Friday night, set up an intention to create a plan, to reconfigure your life, to rethink, to readjust, to restructure your business, your income, the way you communicate, the way you express. Maybe you need a new website. Maybe you need to join. There's going to be a flock of people from the YouTube and the Facebook into decentralized. There's amazing decentralized platform coming up. We have a channel on Library. I recommend you to look at it, because when you watch me on Library, you actually get rewarded for watching me. It's amazing, right? And there's many other things. So go and look around. And so, yeah, new moon on Friday night. Make up your mind. Maybe your intention will be to get the clarity that you need so you could make up your mind. But I will recommend you all to have an intention to find stillness in this chaos, so you could find clarity in this confusion. Because it's like, you know, you're walking, your eyes are covered, you don't know where you're going, you were shown the map before you started the game, but now there's this veil on your eyes and you don't know where you're going, and you have to rely on your knowing. on your intuition, because the mental, not gonna make too much sense, a lot of confusion. Practical sense, practicality, clarity, understanding, forget about that. It's not gonna be easy. It's gonna be nuts. So don't let your mind rule you into chaos. Don't let your mind just suck you into the cave, into the vortex of the underworld. Meditate. Learn how to master your mind. That's a good intention for a new moon in Gemini. To master your own mind. To walk with your own mind for your benefit. So with this Venus square Neptune, you could find some clarity and the direction and the idea by connecting with your intuition, with your divine connection to love, unconditional love, to spirit that is always here, even when your human mind tells you that it's not. You see what I mean? The game of Gemini and the game of Venus and Neptune? Your human mind will tell you, I'm lost, I'm confused, I don't know what to do, this is shit, this is blah, 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 blah. And then your ego will come out and your ego will talk through you without any conscious filtration, and you will create chaos and you will create a mess. Instead of that, reflect with yourself and my light went off. Reflect with yourself, connect with yourself in meditation, silent the mind, quiet the mind, and connect with your knowing. Connect with the divine love. And if you're afraid, and if you have moments, there might be in the coming week, there might be a lot of anxiety, okay? There might be a lot of anxiety because we usually gain our confidence when we know where we're going, we know what we're doing, we know what's going to be, so we are confident, we are cool, calm, and collected. But when we don't know, it can lead to us like, I don't know what's going to be with my business. I don't know what's going to be with my financial life. How am I going to make money? How are we going to make money? We're going to die. That's what the mind can do. So when the mind goes like that, this is where you need to bring your healthy Neptune in and say, hey, beautiful boy, calm down, man. Everything's going to be okay. Universe is guiding us. Spirit is guiding us. And even if you don't like it, even that is in divine order. So just find peace, you know. I'm happy to make you laugh. Hey, you're laughing, great. So, you know, we'll get through this, but it's not easy. And it wasn't meant to be easy, because in this reset, you know, we need to let go of, in the same way we want the corruption to get out of the system, of the government, of the financial system, we also want the corruption to get out of here, of the mind, of the ego, of our perception. Because if we want to manifest the age of Aquarius, which is coming, we need to destroy the perception within us of the age of Pisces. So, South Node of the Moon in Sagittarius, question your beliefs, question the guru, question the master, question the prime minister, question the president, question, because your beliefs is changing. North Node of the Moon is in Gemini. It's kind of like, yeah, let's think about where are we going with this? How are we going to do this? Now, big heads up. If you thought that this year has been intense, in 2 weeks from now, we are entering the eclipse season. Yay! Everyone get excited, jump up and down. We're gonna get even more intense. Sorry. Eclipse, man. We're gonna have a full moon eclipse. We're gonna have a new moon eclipse after that, and we're gonna have another full moon eclipse after that. 3 eclipses coming our way, and eclipses is like... So we have to keep on laughing about it. We have to see the humor in it. We have to, you know, just take it day by day. You know, this week I didn't have much work as a healer, but you know, instead of that, I went into the garden. It's like, I've got a lot of work as a gardener. I went in and I built my veggie garden, and all week long today, in the last 2 days, I've carried maybe 50 barrels of soil with poo, stink, wet, heavy, and I was like, ah! And it was the classic metaphor, right? Because you use the soil with the poo with the shit. You put that so you can grow the fruits, the vegetables of the future, right? So when you, I'm happy to make you all laugh, you know, that's one of my favorite things. But honestly, guys, you know, don't think that I'm different than you. I miss my space. I miss my community. I miss hugging you and seeing you and, you know, and journeying with you. I miss it. It seems like ages ago already, and it's only 8 weeks, right? But we have to, you know, just flow with it because it is what it is, and we have to find ways to connect. And so that's kind of pretty much what I had to tell you today. Um, be aware of your mind over the next week. Be aware of the energies. Don't believe anything. Don't believe anyone. You're not even yourself. Don't believe yourself at the moment because you don't know the truth. You don't know really what's going on. So in order for us to find the truth, we have to be in an empty space to receive the truth. Personally, since this all started, I haven't watched even one documentary. Just too much. Just felt like too much, too much, too much. I know enough. This retrograde season says you know enough. Now, go deeper. Go deeper with what you know. And you know, even seeing your names on the screen, I love you guys. I really, really love you guys. And I missed you so much. And I miss my space. I miss my journeys. Yeah, okay, so we might be ending soon. I love you so much. Happy new moon in Gemini on Friday night. Be aware of your emotions tonight, tomorrow, the moon with Uranus. Take it easy, don't react, be the wiser person, walk away, breathe, reflect, okay? Don't act from your ego mind, act from your spirit. Counsel your higher self, your pure self that is above duality. Chakras to focus, Mercury's throat and third eye. Perception, thinking, communication, expression. If you can support us, join us on Patreon. There's also links to donate if you want to donate. Don't follow my advice. Do your own due diligence, but for God's sake, get yourself some Bitcoin. I love you. Peace, love, happiness, abundance. There is a great opportunity. We are going to go through the biggest transfer of wealth in human history. And all you need to do is to be at the right time, at the right place. And if you are hearing me, there is a reason why Spirit needed you to hear me. Happy new moon in Gemini. May the month of Gemini show you the way to make up your mind with clarity, with focus, with connection to the divine. Follow your guidance. Be good. Litecoin to the moon. Bitcoin to the moon. Digibyte to the moon. Woohoo! Love you, people. Peace, love, happiness. Bye. How do I end this? Oh, okay, here I am. Cool. Thank you all. Really thank you. I really missed you. And sending you lots of love. Stay connected. Bye.